it's Granny Clixie, and I think it's time that I share another one of my happy truths. This is entitled Choose Your Path. As this year of 2020 draws to a close, I feel an urge to reflect on a few of the progressive thoughts and insights that have been thrust upon me. My life has been turned upside down. I truly believe that should our world continue to maintain its current course, its inhabitants are doomed. What I see in the future is extremely bleak. I feel compelled to share my personal insights and a voice of warning. The COVID-19 has created some irreversible damages politically, philosophically, socially, mentally, emotionally, morally, and physically. I am convinced that the peoples of this world can alter this course of imminent destruction if, as individuals, we choose to act instead of being acted upon. Choose to make a difference. Don't be conned into believing it's too late. You have not, as yet, drawn your last breath. I propose you consider and implement the following. Open your eyes to see the truth. Open your ears to discern the truth. As you listen for true principles, follow those promptings. Formulate a feasible plan. The critical element is to convert all of your new insights into action. Lastly, choose to make it happen. Finally, just do it. I'll let you introduce yourselves.
I'm Mila.
And I'm Jess.
And these two really smart ladies have some things to share with you.
Okay. Life is a wonderful adventure. Never lose sight of your unique potential of infusing joy and happiness wherever you are. And whomever you're working with, be present in the moment, your time frame, to after you're living a magical journey with hope, dreams, and imagination and creativity. Your determination will catapult your goals and direction into a life of wonder. You choose. Your sparkle inspires me. Revenge doesn't come cheap.
Okay, now Kirsten is an individual that I encountered, and she really doesn't belong here on earth. She's awfully wise, and she sees the fault in people that are lying. So, introduce yourself. Tell us about the sports you've played and why you chose to stop playing them.
I played basketball and softball and volleyball. Volleyball I didn't like. Basketball I had 2 foot surgeries and I just never went back to season. And then I played softball my entire life with her. And I got a lot of injuries and I got diagnosed with neurological functional disorder, and which made me paralyzed for a week, and I had to relearn how to do everything with my legs.
Now, one of the things that all three of us fine chickadees have in common is we are a product of having divorced parents.
Yes.
And I believe that that's no longer the exception to the rule. I think it's the standard. We are forming disposable relationships. Nothing is going to stick unless you put your nose to the grindstone. I always thought that was really odd. You put your nose to the grindstone and then it will cut your nose, But we say lots of things. But what I want you to realize is what you say now is a reflection of your integrity. You need to represent how you really feel. And both of you, I know, stand up for what you're convinced of. Now, the thing that's happening is we're not talking about marriages being less than 7 years old and then they get a divorce. They wait till they're 30 years and get a divorce. They've been married for 30 years and they just don't have anything in common anymore. And so one goes one way and the other goes the other way. When you've been married for 30 years, most likely there are not any child custody battles. But one of the most important things right now is we need to compliment. We need to recognize other people's strengths because that's what they can hang on to. And so oftentimes people want to pick you apart. Don't even let it bother you. Say nothing. If you're having a problem, never turn your back on a problem. You back away from the problem, then you turn. That's important because there are two principles. I mean, when we talk about physics and M equals MC squared, that's Einstein. And all of us are bright enough to just put one foot in front of the other. Don't take any guff. It's time to know who we are and let people know that without our insights, the world would be like a decarbonated pop. You know?
Yeah.
Really and truly, we have to join hands as a world, irrespective of our race, our gender, or anything else. There are no excuses. We need to develop mutual respect. We need to let everyone know that all of them matter. All of them. And you know my theme has been, I love you unconditionally, I believe in you, and you matter. You matter. And I want you to go look at yourself in the mirror and say out loud, I am phenomenal. You need to have things that you're working towards. You don't have to have achieved them. Remember on Granny's advice? Identify 3 gifts you came down the chute from heaven, that they knew you'd need those to endure this world. Or what are your 8 talents? You have more than 8 talents. Some of them you'll procure in a lifetime here. But identify 8 talents. And most importantly, she has to go to the bathroom. Excuse her for a moment. Identify your greatest fear. Because you want to not hide behind it, but put it in your backpack. Because you have a tremendous burden to carry. Because we need to love people in spite of their imperfections. Now, tell me your most favorite moment in your lifetime, something you accomplished and you got tingles all over that you just...
I don't know. Probably, I don't know. Probably just graduating high school and getting my CNA.
That's a good thing. What's your most phenomenal, ecstatic moment? What did you achieve in that moment? Kirsten?
I graduated high school a year early.
And that takes a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
And you set that goal what grade were you in, or what year were you in when you decided you ain't gonna play that game no more, I ain't gonna play that game. And school is a game, trust me.
Probably the end of freshman year after I was in high school and I learned about our school's programs and stuff.
Now, I want you to think of someone remarkable in your life that has touched your life, and without them, your life would not be what it is today.
Probably my aunt, just because she's helped me grow into a better person, and she's always supported me and just accepted me as long as I was happy.
Excellent. And yourself?
I would probably say my sister, because she never seems to let me fail, no matter what I do. She's always been like my built-in best friend. She always supports me sometimes.
Now you need to share with those two every day something new you appreciate about them. Because that's what keeps us up. That's what helps us do the difficult things. Because there's somebody that's behind us that will catch us if we fail. But I believe you two have not failed at very many things. They think while they laugh, by the way.
Some classes I may or may not have failed before.
Now, you made a comment to me once, Jess, that you didn't particularly like school. Why?
Because it's not ideal. Like I don't know. Sometimes it gets hard, and I don't feel like I push myself very hard to achieve a goal. So if I get too stressed, I'm just like, I don't need this. I don't need this. I mean, obviously I did, and I did it, but it stresses me.
Well, and it's hard for you to focus. So
Mm-hmm.
school's hard when you can't focus.
Very hard.
Now, I didn't warn you of this, but can you recite a nursery rhyme or sing a couple words from a song you really like? Go into the deep recesses of your long-term memory and pull something forward to share.
I don't even know.
I probably the furthest memory back is literally learning the ABCs.
Pardon me?
The furthest memory I have of someone teaching me a song is the
Oh.
ABC song.
Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, and you, Jess?
I don't even know. Let me think.
One of my favorite ones is from The King and I. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me. And that's what it's all about, acceptance. Irrespective of our differences, we have more in common. Now, if someone is advancing on you and you're kind of fearful they might hurt you, what's the technique? Back away. Never turn your back and try and run, because they'll just get you and they'll flatten you.
Well, I say, you touch me, I'll take you to court, bud.
That does not inspire a sociopath.
Well, if it's a sociopath, I guess I'm dead.
You're dead anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Okay.
what you do.
Now, I believe the two of you have a lot to offer this world. You need to stay on your feet. Land on your feet. Because you have some gifts that will enable you to be the instrument in changing other people's lives. Now, one of my favorite things now is I sing, I dance, and I like telling stories, but they're not really stories, that's the truth. I want to be able to extract from people their passions, their dreams, something that will get them out of bed in the morning. And some people are just spinning around like a top. And someone's got to stop them and say, you have value. Anything else you ladies would like to share at this moment in time? I want you to stand up so they can appreciate you do have height.
She doesn't.
Do your best. Oh dear. Here comes the Jolly Green. You have to get closer to her. And now you have my thumb. Okay.